Hi there, welcome to Apple World. Diddy and Lori Harvey are warming things up in Italy. They notice her arm is on the rear of his seat. Katt Williams has never been a Steve Harvey fan. Truth be told, Katt has freely gotten down on Steve over and over for being a liar and selling his spirit for cash and popularity. However, in the most recent new development, Katt is clearly blaming Steve for purportedly pimping out his little girl Lori to the one who is gradually getting uncovered as a genuine devil. Shay Diddy brushes, Lori never conceded she was involved with Diddy anyway. Photographs don't lie, and these two have been spotted sharing PD time and again. They were even seen getting all comfortable before Lori's folks Steve and Marjorie, which implies that in addition to the fact that Steve knew about Lori dating Diddy, he provided this unusual relationship with his blessing. Now the explanation Lori's relationship with Diddy is strange isn't simply because of their age distinction, obviously that it as of now, unpleasant enough since Diddy is 28 years more established. Then Lori let that hit home when Lori was conceived. Diddy was right around 30, and as of now had a 5-year-old child, yet there's one more motivation behind why Lori connecting with Diddy is incredibly hazardous. It was as of late uncovered that Lori was exceptionally close with Diddy's late ex Kim Porter. As a matter of fact, was near the point where, when Kim kicked the bucket, Lori shared a now-erased Instagram present alluding to Kim as her mother, but only months after Kim's unexpected and puzzling passing, Lori began an undertaking with Diddy and Steve Harvey's self-broadcast relationship. Master endorsed this well. No big surprise, individuals are taking a gander at Steve Harvey sideways, particularly now that Diddy is getting uncovered for a wide range of terrible things, from putting his hands on ladies to dealing teens, and one individual who is presumably now saying "I told you so" is Katt Williams. Since Katt has been attempting to caution us for quite a long time that Steve is the finished direct inverse of what he depicts himself as in broad daylight. However, what precisely Katt'd say about Steve and Diddy, and is it truly obvious that Steve pimped out Lori to Diddy? We should get at that. Is in his collection of memoirs, Sir, in his life account. He lets you know who he laid down with what he did that made him the goose, since Cassie documented her dangerous claim against Diddy on November 16th, one day after the 5th commemoration of Kim Porter demise. It resembles karma has been placing in additional time to uncover Diddy and all his supposed violations, as well as his empowering agents, and word on the road is that one of these empowering agents is, in all honesty, Mr. Steve Harvey. Steve has been disappearing since Diddy's destruction began anyway. Their companionship is proven and factual, and Stevie generally commended Diddy's companions with the person who began these schools. Steve per yes, he informed me, and see the thing regarding Diddy, he didn't shake things up about it. He recently continued to squeeze him since everything my companion Dr. Perry was saying was, how about you simply start it speedier, we can begin an after-school program. He said no, I need to begin at school here in Harlem now. Before we go into what Katt Williams say about Steve exquisitely being Diddy's overseer, we should investigate Diddy's exceptionally unusual relationship with Steve's girl Lori. Harvey tales about Lori's heartfelt ensnarements with both Diddy and his child Justin have been whirling for years anyway. The genuine interest encompassing Lori's associations with the Brushes family goes past tales, since late disclosures have revealed insight into Lori's nearby bond with the late Kim Porter. Diddy's ex and mom of 3 of his kids, Kim, passed away abruptly on November 15, 2018 at 47 years old, probably because of difficulties with pneumonia, and only months after Lori was spotted getting comfortable with Diddy. In open greetings, Lori Harvey. You know, Steve Harvey's 22-year-old stepdaughter in New York, looking very blissful, and there's Diddy looking anxious. So this is energizing the dating tales that have been continuing for half a month. Currently, better believe it. They've been hanging out, saw her escaping Diddy's vehicle last week at No, and keeping in mind that Lori later expressly rejected that she dated both Diddy and his child Justin, she didn't precisely explain on the off chance that this implied she just dated the dad. Now, next to the dubious course of events of Lori's sentiment with Diddy, another peculiar detail in this story is the way that Lori tenderly used to call Kim Dorman mom, which brings up a wide range of issues with respect to moral limits. Now you presumably realize that there's a well-established connivance about Diddy purportedly being associated with Kim Porter demise. Various individuals have said that Kim was composing a tell-all book before she kicked the bucket. And afterward, there's likewise the way that Kim's ex, I'll be sure, openly alluded to Kim's demise as murder in a since erased Instagram post. Yet, in addition to the fact that Al deleted this post, he purportedly nearly erased himself only months after freely voicing his questions about the authority reason for Kim's passing. ALB fostered different organ disappointment and burned through 2 months in a coma, and in the midst of this multitude of upsetting happenstances, one more arrangement of bits of gossip began to course, connecting Lee Harvey to the destruction of Kim Porter and painting a disheartening story of selling out. The timetable alone is bizarre enough in light of the fact that only months after Lori shared a now-erased message on her Instagram alluding to Kim as mother, she unexpectedly left on a tornado scent to met with Diddy. Their joint appearances at occasions, social excursions, getaways, and even alludes to a potential pregnancy ignited a great deal of debate, and this differentiation turns out to be particularly huge considering Kim's recorded battles with Diddy. Bits of hearsay about Lori snaring with Diddy initially began whirling on the web in mid-2019, only months after Kim Dorman's passing, as per this report, by up-and-coming Bounce Jump during the primary 7-day stretch of Walk 2019. Diddy and Lori went to a Reggae Live concert in Miami together. By how Lori was 22 at that point, and Diddy was 50 years of age after film of Lori and Diddy at the live event began fanning out like quickly via web-based entertainment. Lore's delegate immediately gave an assertion to Team SZ, completely denying any heartfelt contribution among Lori and Diddy. However, notwithstanding this refusal, there were different examples throughout the mid-year of 2019 that went against this case, as Lori and Diddy were over and over witnessed together on different events, including this late-night walk around New York City. At long last, in July 2019, a source close to Lori affirmed in a proclamation to Hollywood Life that Lori and Diddy have to be sure become close after Kim Porter passing anyway. The insider actually demanded that the relationship was dispassionate, and that Lori was basically assisting Diddy with managing despondency, since she likewise lost somebody near her. The source said Lori has been companions with the entirety family for quite a long time, yet she and Diddy have drawn a ton nearer throughout the course of recent months or so, truly since Kim's passing. In light of the fact that Lori was exceptionally near Kim too, she was lamenting as well, so she was truly ready to shut up for Diddy. In his melancholy, she elevates him. This has been one of the hardest seasons of Diddy's life, if not the hardest, so anybody that can carry light to his life, he esteems, and Lori has an approach to making him grin. She fulfills him. They're old buddies anyway, the way that Diddy and Lori went to a Reggae Live event only 3 months after Kim's passing and afterward to a strip club in Atlanta, where, as indicated by TMZ, Diddy was making a downpour the entire night, raised a great deal of eyebrows. Sure, everybody laments contrastingly, yet one can't resist the urge to consider why Diddy had such a lot of energy to party at strip clubs with Lori only months after Kim passed on, while simultaneously guaranteeing he was going through quite possibly one of the hardest seasons of his life, and keeping in mind that Diddy stays the principal bad guy in this multitude of accounts. Lori's job additionally brings up a few difficult issues. To begin with, Lori was reputed to have connected with Diddy's child, Diddy Combs, in no time before she opens up to the world about Diddy, and this is when individuals began saying there should be something truly amiss with Diddy if he's pursuing his child's reputed ex. Now, to be clear, there is no genuine evidence that Lori dated Justin Brushes. They were recognized multiple times at a similar party. Anyway, Lori was never emotional with Justin. How she was with Diddy's was likewise fascinating. Back in January, soon after Lori began dating her presently ex-Damson Idris, she plunked down for a meeting with Adrienne Bailon and firmly denied dating the Combs' dad's child. Yet, I for a long time needed to realize what resembles the greatest misinterpretation about who Lori Harvey is. It's so interesting because, since I'm so tranquil, there's been such countless stories made up about me. I've heard I've dated a dad and child before. False, in no way, shape, or form valid. Yet in fact, Lori didn't deny dating simply the dad and afterward. What's likewise worth bringing up is that Hughes has now erased this meeting from their Authority YouTube channel, and you can find short scraps of it, shared by fans via online entertainment. So it seems as though somebody's PR group is working after some time to eradicate all hints of Lori and Diddy's relationship. However, you definitely realize that the web always remembers, and nobody can beat virtual entertainment criminal investigators with regards to uncovering dire on these superstars. And one essential detail that fans as of late unknowed is the message Lori shared on her Instagram. Not long after Kim Porter passing, Lori posted this photograph of her and the late Kim, with the subtitle that read, "Having a hard time handling this one? You were a particularly gorgeous individual all around." Thank you for continuously being so sweet and wanting to me. I'm so happy I let you know the amount I cherished. I also missed you the last time I saw you. Your energy was really something unique, a holy messenger on the planet, and presently in paradise.